It is a great day, not only in the history of Kenyan trade unions movement, but equally in my over 30 years of continuous pursuit for advancement of fundamental principles and rights at work for all workers. Allow me, at the onset, to most sincerely thank the leadership of Central Organization of Trade Unions, KOTU Kenya, through the able leadership of Dr. Brother Francis Atwoli. This Fairness Award is a great humility because of the opportunity that has been given to me by Dr. Brother Francis. May I also take this opportunity to convey fraternal greetings from Fairness Global Initiative that gave me this award and sent me to, when I reach back home, pass regards to KOTU and to my own union. I also want to say that I do not want to think even for a moment that this is a personal achievement. I take it as a recognition for service to humanity. It is recognition for the sustained agitation and fight for the protection of fundamental principles and rights of working men and women in Kenya, regionally and globally. Those working men and women who are marginalized and do not have a voice, because I've been a voice to the voiceless. Indeed, it is recognition for remaining committed and persistent in giving a voice and sticking a neck out of the downtrodden and voiceless workers and their families. It is recognition for lending a shoulder for many women, men, and youthful workers to lean on when overwhelmed with labor market exploitation. It is also a shoulder for men and women, both in Christian life and out of Christian life, who need a shoulder to lean on. It is recognition of the hands that we continue to hold as we agitate for our rights as providers of labor services, and as we normally sing Solidarity Forever stanza. It is recognition of the sleepless nights we spend to make the world of work free from exploitation, violence, harassment, and other unfair labor practices.
Our fellow Kenyans, and particularly those young ones in the trade union movement in this country, is that don't come to trade union leadership for the purpose of making money. You come for the purpose of dedicating the service to mankind. You come for the purpose of fighting for the workers that you represent, so that whatever comes your way comes in terms of an award like Rose has just achieved, comes to you as a way of appreciation, but you don't have shortcuts so that you enrich yourself quickly. Most of us in this country, not only the trade union leadership, but the entire leadership in this country, people are desirous of getting rich quickly. But like Rose have said, you must be a believer to achieve what you want to get. You must be a believer in yourself. You must be a believer in the Almighty God, so that you achieve. Yes, Kenyan workers are going through a very difficult time in this particular time, particularly on the issues of taxation. The cost of living is a little bit very high. But the only thing I can tell the Kenyan workers is to work hard, join trade union movement. I think there is a thinking outside there that trade unions that have not done much to the Kenyan workers. Yes, we might not have reached their expectation, but it's better to be with a union than to be without a union, because sometimes the people in government listen to unions. If it was to be left in the hands of the employers alone, you cannot be where we are today. But I must say that, yes, the trade union leadership must come together so that despite our differences, we have to speak in one language to be able to help the Kenyan workers. Because if we don't do that one today, then the Kenyan workers are doomed because things are so difficult for them. But I believe that all is well. We are already talking to the government, and I think there's also this school of thought that we have run away back to work with the government, to join the government. What I've always said, and I want to repeat here, that trade unions all over the world must work with the government because it's the government that provides the environment in which we work. So there's a difference between working with the government and associating with the government. We don't associate with the government, but we work with the government because of that tripartite arrangement that is provided, where employers, the workers, and the government through the Ministry of Labor work together to achieve what is in the best interest of the country. Because if a country does not produce, then whatever you do, there's no development. If a country does not go in industrialization, if the country does not grow economically, then there will be no country. It's good for us to fight for the space. And the women has really fought for that space. Today we have 7 governors out of 47, and nobody pushed them. They fought for it. We have cabinet secretary, we have members of parliament, we have people in political positions, we have people in, in big managing companies. And by the way, in companies where women are CEOs, there's more governorship than it is where men are. You have just seen Rose here. She has done better than men who are there before. So I don't believe in giving it out. I believe in people fighting. But because there's already a process that we are doing now to give women that kind of requirement, because it's required by the Constitution, we will support whatever Parliament and the political class do to achieve it. But for me, even if they don't achieve it, all is not lost, because women can fight for this space. When I was young, you could only find women who are nurses or teachers. But today, there are women engineers, there are women pilots, so the sky is their limit, as Rose have said.